Hey everybody, this is RL Raiders, and today I am bringing you an aerials tutorial out of popular requests from my first montage. That video got 10k views and the support was amazing, so I thought I'd try and teach you some tips and tricks I've learned. In this video I will be showing you how to hit the aerials, where you want to be practicing and what settings you want to be using, and I'll show you situations in a match where you want to be hitting them and where you do not want to be performing them. Now, performing aerials is a really easy task to do. All you need to do is jump up, look slightly up, and then start boosting, and your car should go forward without going down. The easiest place you can perform aerials is probably in free play because you have unlimited boost. The way I train is that I'd stay in one goal, start boosting, and start trying to perform an aerial, but instead of hitting the ball, I just try and reach the other goal without hitting the ground. So on the screen now it should be my settings, and all I've changed is the field of view has become 95 from 90 and I put the hold ball camera indicator on. I'd really recommend that when you're starting off doing aerials you want to be having the holding ball camera on. This is because it's much more easier just to see where the ball is and then quickly change to your car so you can adjust your position. And if you've played the previous game, Supersonic, Acrobatic, Rocket Power Battle Cars, you'd know that this was a really helpful technique. Once you've messed around in free play, you should go on to the aerial training challenge, and this is really good for beginners to learn how to consistently hit their aerials on target. So with this, even if you make mistakes, just reset the shot. Don't restart the training, reset the shot. And keep resetting the shot until you've scored it about 3 or 4 times in a row, because then you can consistently hit the ball in the target and score. As you can see here, I've missed this shot, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset it, and maybe the next time I'm just going to try and add a little flair. So over here I try and hit it backwards, but you see that I missed the shot, but the ball's bounced right back in the area where I can score. So aerials, they don't always need to give you goals. Sometimes they can set up assists, or they can go right in the area where it could cause trouble. Aerials are vital all across the pitch, so they can not only be used to score goals, but they can be used to set up people, defend, save goals. So even if you're missing a shot, just be wary that if you're in a 2v2, 3v3, that your partners could follow up the aerial and then you could score a goal. So now I will be getting into the section where I show you goals I've scored on my montage, but I'll be going through some of the goals in detail and I'll tell you what you want to do and what you don't want to do when you're performing an aerial. So I'm playing with a close friend here, and we've been playing the game like Start BC for 5 years, so we know really well how to set these aerials up. But as we see here, he's going across the pitch, but I'm going to pause the video right about now. So you'll see that I've got 0 boost, but there's a boost pad right in front of me, and my partner, he's at an angle where I know he can't score, but that he can cross it in. So I'm going to predict that he's going to cross it in and jump into the area where the goal is. So as the clip plays, you'll see that I collect the boost and I predict the ball going into the area. I jump and I put this in slow motion so you can see what I do. What I do basically is that once the ball's in the air, I have to adapt my car to hit the ball. So this is just the angle of the cross. And here you'll see I go towards the left and then I go down because I know if I go too up, I'm going to miss the ball. And that's the first goal scored. This next clip here is a kickoff goal. And I'll show you here that I've actually boosted before the ball goes in the air because I know that from the kickoff, the way it got kicked off, it was on the ground, so it would go up the ramp. I knew it was going to be an aerial, and from then on I just scored. And we'll see this quicker, but you'll see that I boost before the ball hits it. And when I go in the air, it's a pretty straightforward aerial, this one, but you'll see I turn a bit right just to adjust myself. And I hit it with the bottom of the car. If you hit the ball with the bottom of the car, you get a bit more accuracy, but the ball goes slower. But if you hit it with the top of the car, then you get much more pace and speed. Next, I'll be showing you to look at your opponents when doing the aerials. So I pause the video here, and you'll see that all 3 people in the game are right below the ball. So this one is a bit luck-based. Some of the aerials will be luck-based, but I predict that none of them will hit the ball, go into the aerial, and then I score it. With this next clip, I'm going to be showing you how to time your aerials and how to adjust the position of the car. So you'll see me score here. And you'll see me adjust my position just there, just to score the goal, because otherwise I'd have hit on the crossbar. And this is a replay of it. Now I'm going to pause the video. Because the ball is so high in the air, I know it's not going to roll down, but it's going to bounce down in the area. And because there's an opponent to the left, I know that I can go for this aerial. So I've slowed the clip down. Once the ball is bounced up the second time, I go for it because I know no one will hit. Now over here, I turn my car downwards so that I direct the ball down into the goal. If I hit it head on, it would have hit the crossbar and they could have counter-attacked and scored. So this next clip shows how there's my friend and there's an opponent under the ball. So this is a prediction one. A prediction aerial is where you just predict that the ball is going to go in the air and you're going to try and hit it. So you see here I hit it with, I just adjust myself right at the end so I hit it with the top of my car to gain more speed and hit it in. The goalie couldn't do anything about it. So for this next clip, it's a kickoff goal, but you see I go for the aerial after the second bounce knowing that none of them will get it, and from then on it's a straightforward aerial. After the second bounce, I realise none of them is going to reach it that high, and it's just a simple aerial, straight on, and you just adjust to the left to hit it. So this final clip will be an aerial where I grab a boost, I set it up myself, and I hit the aerial by adjusting my car at the end. So you'll see in the slow-mo video that I grab a boost while I'm jumping to set it up, and when you set up an aerial, you really want to be hitting on the corners of the pitch, so it bounces up like this. Now you see I gain a bit too much speed, so I turn my car backwards and keep boosting, so I go a bit slower, and I hit the ball with the back of the car. And you can do some really crazy aerials, you can do spins, you can do it backwards, you can jump off the wall. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Thank you all for watching the tutorial, I hope you learned something out of it. If there's any improvements or any criticism, feel free to put in the comments below, I'm down for it. And finally, thank you for all of the support you've given me on all of my videos, it's been amazing.